Line 20. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike 9. Let's go.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Third down and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Taken down at the.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. For 7 yards there and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Here's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Come on, baby.
Shotgun now for Brady. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's letting this one go for Fuller. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
He was covered by...
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And got his man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson, 77 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Eagles 21, Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing again on second down. Brady looking deep down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Philadelphia.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. That catch good for only a couple.
Jalen Rager. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Carson Wentz.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run at Sanders. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson 78 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Pass by Brady there, caught by Howard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this...
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson, 51 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tackle made. Back.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. Evans has it left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 46 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Yeah, Just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson, 62 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, we got to seal. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 450.
Brady now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Brady now on first down. That's caught by Howard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. On first down, it's Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Eagles 4-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Khalif Raymond now. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 49. Buccaneers.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And from the 25 they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. It's fielded at the 45. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
7-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. Go down like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking. Go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since